So in the IELTS listening test, there are 4 sections, and each section carries 10 questions. And section 1 happens to be the most easiest section. So what happens? An audio file is played, which is in fact a recorded conversation between two people, and these two people would be the native speakers of English. Like, they can be from any nationality. They may be people from England or Australia or New Zealand or even Canada, right? So you are given a test booklet which has questions printed on it. The one that is visible on your screen is actually a test booklet, and an audio file is played. Each test taker, each candidate is provided with a unique set of headphones. You can adjust the volume of the headphones to suit your convenience, but you don't have any control on the playback of the audio file. Like once the examiner starts playing the audio, it will run through. You don't have the option to pause it in between, or you can't even slow down or go back to the previous track. So it has to run through. But during the audio plays, you see the tape gives you instructions that now you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5 or maybe 6 to 10. So you have to follow the instructions carefully. So here also, before actually starting the test, I'll read the instructions for you. Circle the appropriate letter, and first an example will be played here, but in the exam there is no example for you. This is just, you see, a preparatory test. So first an example will be played for you, and let me play the example for you, then we talk about it later.
Of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1 of your question booklet. Section 1. You will hear a telephone conversation between a woman and a police officer. First, look at questions 1 to 5. For each of the questions, 4 alternatives are given. Decide which of the alternatives, A, B, C, or D, best fits what you hear on the tape, and circle the appropriate letter.
So you've listened to the instructions. The tape said look at questions 1 to 5. Fine, look. 1 to 5, I'll show the 5th question later, and you have to circle the appropriate letter. Fine. So now before the tape actually starts, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. So read the question beforehand. What does a briefcase look like? Fine, and try to understand. You see, these are 4 different briefcases. This has a handle and 2 buckles. 1 handle, 2 buckles, 1 buckle, 1 handle, 1 buckle, and 1 handle, right? The distinguishing features. Then what did she have inside her briefcase? There are 4 options. The options are very close. This says wallet, pens and novel, only pen and novel, papers and wallet, and papers, pens and novel. Fine. And then the 4th question, where was she standing when she lost her briefcase? There, the briefcase is beside her. She's getting into the train. She got into the train but forgot her briefcase here on the platform, or the briefcase is beside her. Then 5th question is about time. What time was it when she lost her briefcase? So there are 4 options, and the options are very close. This is 5:20, 5:25, 5:30, and 5 minutes to 6. Okay. So now once the tape starts, all 5 questions, you see, you'll get the answers to all 5 questions in a serial order, in a chronological order, or in a sequence. It won't happen that you get the answer for first and then the tape gives you answer for 4th and then again comes back to 2nd. No, it would not happen like this. The answers will be in a sequence, in a serial order. Okay. Now you see, for your convenience, I will be, you see, typing certain notes while listening to the text so that it becomes easier for you to identify the correct answer. But in the exam, in the real-time paper, you don't need to write any explanations. You just need to type the correct option. Okay, so let me start the audio file. You can have a pencil convenient for you, so
you will see that there is an example which has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to the example will be played first.
Good evening, City Police Station. Can I help you?
Oh, hello. I'd like to report a stolen briefcase, please.
Just a minute and I'll put you through.
The woman says she wants to report a stolen briefcase. So A has been circled. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Now listen carefully to the first part of the conversation and answer questions 1 to 5.
Good evening, City Police Station. Can I help you?
Oh, hello. I'd like to report a stolen briefcase, please.
Just a minute and I'll put you through.
Lost property, can I help you?
Oh, yes. I've had my briefcase stolen.
Okay, I'll take some details. Tell me what it looks like, first of all.
Well, it's a soft leather one, not a heavy box type like a man's.
And how does it close?
It's got buckles at the front, 2 of them. They're gold-plated ones.
Fine. Was it locked?
No, I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Any distinguishing features?
Pardon?
Any marks or badges on it that make it stand out?
Only the brand name.
And where's that?
It's on the back, at the bottom in the left-hand corner. It's saggy. Oh, and there's a scratch. It's quite bad, but small, directly above the brand name. I did it recently, putting it on my bike.
Right, got that. So, what did you have inside the briefcase?
Well, all my papers from college. It's so frustrating, but thank goodness for computers. I haven't lost them completely.
Yes, you're lucky.
I had my wallet in my pocket, so I didn't lose that. But there were also my pens, which I got for my birthday, and a novel I was planning to read on the train.
Right. Where exactly did you lose the briefcase?
Well, I couldn't believe it. I was standing on the platform. It was right next to me.
You were holding it?
I'd just put it down on the floor, but I could almost feel it beside me. I was watching for my train because sometimes it comes early, and then next time I looked, my briefcase wasn't there.
And what time was this?
It must have been about 5:20. No, a bit later. I'd say 5:30 because it was just getting crowded and the train normally comes at about 25 to 6.
Before they continue their conversation, look at questions 6 to 10.
Okay, so the tape has given us some time before the rest of the question paper continues. Let's discuss these answers. Like in the first question, the woman was giving description of a briefcase that it was a soft leather one, not a heavy one, box type. So I believe it should be A or C because these two are soft leather ones. Then she further clarifies that it closed with the help of 2 buckles at the front. So buckles at the front, 2 buckles. So A is the correct answer. So I've written A. Then next, distinguishing feature. She said it had the brand name written on the bottom left corner. So bottom left corner we have the brand name Sagi, and then she said it had a scratch above the brand name. So there are 2 options which have the brand name written on the bottom left hand corner, A and C, but C is the correct option. Why? Because the scratch is just above the brand name. Then what did she have inside her briefcase? So she says, I had papers, fine. And then she says, I had my wallet in my pocket. So here you need to use your common sense and presence of mind. No doubt this C option, we've heard both the words, papers and wallet. But actually she said her wallet was in her pocket. So that means she has not actually lost the wallet because it was not in the bag. Fine. So C is not the correct answer. Papers and wallet, and this one says papers, pens and novels. So D is the correct option. She talked about that I had a few pens I bought for my birthday, and I was carrying a novel also which I wanted to read during my train journey. So the correct answer is D, papers, pens and novel. And next, where was she standing when she lost her briefcase? So she was standing on the platform. Okay, she said I was on the platform looking for my train, and the briefcase was just beside me, next to me. So either A or D. But if you read it, listen to it carefully, she says I was looking for my train. Here the train has already arrived, fine, and D option is the correct option because she's looking for the train, the briefcase is beside her. Okay, and then next about the time. What time was it when she lost her briefcase? So it was 5:20. First she said 5:20, then she says, oh no, I would say it was 5:30.